I have always believed that a dignified send-off is the last thing you can do for anyone, and a lot of people's grief journey can be very, very coloured by the way that the funeral has happened. So even if someone's had a really horrific death, if the funeral experience is positive and it's the send-off that you would like for your loved one, and you've got every component part that you wanted, then it does help the grief journey progress. And that is why it's so important that you get the type of funeral that you actually want, because even if there's one thing wrong, like, you know, the flowers are not right, that can ruin the whole memory of the person's passing and their funeral, and affect the way that the family moves on after that's happened. I feel that people don't want to come into a funeral home just out of necessity. They don't. It's not the sort of place you go, oh, let's have a day out, let's go to the funeral home. You know, that doesn't happen. However, we are part of the community, and I am part of this community. And, you know, if people are to be taken unwell or something outside, you know, I'm one of the first ones out the door to try and help. There have been occasions when people have, you know, had falls or been taken unwell, and we've brought them in here to wait till someone, you know, a family member or a friend can come and help them to get home, or on occasion it has been until the ambulance crew can get here. Great reader, and as quite a young person, I read Charles Kingsley's Water Babies, and the character in that of Mrs. Do As You Would Be Done By has always resonated with me. So I try to treat people how I would like to be treated, and that has always been my motivation. And I believe that it, particularly in this line of work, you have to have empathy as well as sympathy, but you have to treat the clients as if they were members of your family, because this is somebody that they loved and cherished who has now died, and they are hurting, they're grieving, and people show their grief in very different ways. So you treat them like you would like to be treated, or how you would like your family to be treated if they were in the same boat, and that's what I do. I like to go the extra mile for my clients. I refer to them as my families, because while they are using our services, I believe that they are part of our family, the Co-op family, my family, and I like to treat people how I would like either myself or my relatives to be treated were we in the same position. So I do what I would like people to do for me or to do for my family should I have died. I feel it's very important that these people feel valued, and that you take into consideration their grief journey, and the fact that everybody, every person grieves differently. And so because I can, because of the location of this particular branch and because of my passion for my work, I like to give people as much time as they need, and I like to treat them, you know, as if they were family members. And I feel that that is a very important part of going the extra mile, because I do believe that if you're in the funeral industry, if it's just a job, you're in the wrong job. I myself, I live on this estate, so I'm personally part of this community, and I would like to think that should I need help of any kind, that the community would step up for me. Again, why wouldn't I step up and help my fellows in this community? That's part of the Co-op. The Co-op is an inclusive kind of thing. It's always been a community sort of endeavour.